Chapter 12. A Surprise for Mr. Meddle. Mr. Meddle was always meddling in things that were no business of his, and poking his nose in where he wasn't wanted. But he got a great surprise when he went to stay with his cousins Snip and Snap. They didn't like meddlers, they didn't like borrowers, and they got very impatient indeed with their cousin Meddle. "Who's taken my new whipping top?" said Snip. "You, Meddle? Well, where is it then? Where have you put it?" "Dear me, I'm sure I put it back on the shelf," said Meddle, but it wasn't there, of course. "Meddle, did you borrow my watch?" asked Snap. "I can't find it anywhere." "Dear me, yes I did," said Meddle, looking at his wrist. "I wanted to be sure of catching my bus, you know. Oh, Snap, I'm sorry, but it must have slipped off my wrist." "Meddle, did you go and give the cat that milk pudding out of the larder?" called his Aunt Amanda. "Or did you eat it yourself?" "Oh, Aunt, the cat mewed so loudly and was so hungry I thought you'd want me to give it something to eat," said Meddle. "And I don't much like milk pudding." "Well, other people do," said his aunt crossly. "Snip and Snap, you'll have to deal with Meddle for me. If he meddles much more, I'll send him away. If you take our things again and lose them or don't bring them back, we'll use magic on your things and we'll make them disappear," said Snip to Meddle. "Pooh," said Meddle. "You're only kids. You don't know any magic. You ought to be pleased when I bother myself with your things." "Well, we're not," said Snap. "Now remember, Meddle, the very next time you meddle with our things we shall meddle with yours, and away they'll go under your very nose." Meddle didn't believe Snip and Snap. He took no notice of their threats at all. He just went on doing what he liked. He borrowed their ball to play with, and it fell into a gutter on the roof of the house and couldn't be got down. He borrowed Snap's new socks, and because they were too small, he wore them into holes. "He's hopeless," said Snip to Snap. "We'll have to teach him a lesson. What about our wonderful disappearing trick?" "Oh, yes," said Snap. "We'll get our friends in to help. Let's call a meeting. We'll ask Tippy, Jinky, Impy, and Hey-Ho." So all those four met with Snip and Snap at Tippy's and talked about how to punish Meddle for his aggravating ways. "We'll do the disappearing trick on him," said Snip. "We'll get his football, his cricket bat, his new pair of stockings, and his football boots. We'll tie long, long black thread to them and tie the other ends to your bicycles." Snap began to giggle as he saw the surprised faces of the others. "It's all right, we're not mad," he said. "It's a trick we've played before. Now you, Tippy, can have the stockings tied to your bicycle. The black thread will be very long indeed and won't be seen. So a long time after you've passed by on your bicycle, the stockings will come dragging along the road, looking as if they're coming all by themselves. You'll be out of sight, you see." Tippy laughed loudly. "My, what a good trick! And I suppose you'll tie the other things to the other bicycles, and they'll come along the road too." "Yes, we'll tie the boots to Jinky's bicycle, the football to Impy's, and the cricket bat to Hey-Ho's," grinned Snip. "You'll ride by one after another, you see, and Meddle won't dream that anything is tied to you. The stockings will come wriggling along like snakes, the boots will come jiggling by, the football will bounce along all by itself, and the cricket bat will race along like anything." Everyone began to laugh. Impy held his sides. "My, this is the best joke I've ever heard of. When do we play it?" "This evening," said Snap. "We'll get you the stockings and all the other things this afternoon when Meddle is out, and we'll give you reels of black thread too. You can each tie your things on and then go to the little shed at the end of Jiminy Lane. You'll see us walking by with Meddle," said Snip, "and that will be your signal to set out, one by one, mind, with about a minute's time between each. Leave us to do the rest." I shall fall off my bicycle with laughing, said Impy. I know I shall. I'd love to see Meddle's face when his football comes bouncing by on its own, said Jinky. Everyone went home, giggling. What a trick! Whatever would Meddle say? Now that evening, when everything was ready and prepared, Snip and Snap went to Meddle. Have you found my watch? Demanded Snap. And what about my ball? Said Snip. Oh, go away, said Meddle crossly. You know I haven't found them. Leave me alone. I'm going for my evening walk, and I don't want you. But Snip and Snap went with him. They went down the lane and past the little shed. Inside were Tippy, Jinky, Impy, and Hey-Ho, waiting impatiently with their bicycles. Tied to the backs of them with long black thread were all the things belonging to Meddle. Meddle, we're going to teach you a lesson, said Snip solemnly. We're going to work some magic here tonight and send away some of the things you like best, things belonging to you. Oh, don't be silly, said Meddle. Go home, as if you knew any magic. Meddle, said Snap, in such a peculiar voice that Meddle stopped, startled. Meddle, would you like to see your new stockings, your football boots, your football, and your cricket bat all disappear? Don't talk nonsense, said Meddle uneasily, and let me tell you that if you take them from my room and hide them, I'll tell your mother. Oh, we won't hide them, said Snip. We'll call them from your room this very minute, and we'll send them rushing up the road as fast as can be, off to the land of rubbish, as sure as eggs are eggs. I don't believe a word of it, said Meddle scornfully. If I see my stockings rushing by, I'll believe it, certainly, but not until. Magic like that isn't learnt by kids like you. A bicycle came down the lane. Tippy was riding it. Snip and Snap didn't smile at him, and he didn't wave to them. Meddle didn't know it, didn't know him. Just wait till this bicycle's gone by, said Snip. Ah, he's gone. Now then, stockings, come by and run away. Something black and wriggly now appeared a little way down the road. It was Meddle's stockings, tied to the distant bicycle with long black thread. The thread couldn't be seen, but here came the stockings, wriggling along fast, like excited black snakes. They passed in half a moment, and Meddle clutched at Snip and Snap in horror. Ooh, I say, they did look like my stockings. Snip, is it magic? Snap, don't do this. I don't like it. Were those really my stockings? Of course, said Snip, trying not to laugh. He saw the next bicycle coming, with Jinky in the saddle. He nudged Snap. And now I think we'll call for Meddle's football boots to come, said Snap. Boots, come and run away! Jinky had gone by on his bicycle, grinning, but not looking at Snip or Snap. Meddle looked down the road in alarm. What was this jigging along? Could it be, could it really be, his football boots? It is, it's my boots, cried poor Meddle, looking quite pale. Oh, stop, Boots, stop! There they go, my lovely boots! And there they went, jigging along the road on the black thread. Jinky's distant bicycle pulling them fast. They looked most peculiar. Snip, Snap, don't do any more magic, wailed Meddle. I don't like it. It's horrible. I've lost my stockings and now my boots. Impy came by on his bicycle next, pedalling fast, afraid that he might explode into laughter at the sight of Meddle's face. Snip called out as soon as he had gone by, Football, come by and run away. No, no, begged Meddle. Not my football. Not my fine, splendid football. Oh my, it's coming. It's coming as sure as anything, and I daren't stop it. I daren't. I'm afraid I might go off to the land of rubbish too. Snip and Snap turned away to laugh. The football bounced along like a live thing, leaping high in the air if it touched a stone or a rut. It went by at top speed, and Meddle sat down on the curb and groaned. Snip and Snap, I'll never meddle with your things again. Never. Please, please stop this. I'm frightened. I'm very. Oh my goodness me. Is this something else coming? Hey-Ho had cycled by, and behind him, at a good distance, came the cricket bat, sliding along fairly smoothly, but giving little jigs when it passed over a stone. Snip giggled. Meddle covered his face with his hands as soon as he heard Snap shouting to the bat to come by and run away. There goes my wonderful bat! Is there no end to this? Snip, forgive me. Now that I see my own treasures rushing off to the land of rubbish, I know how you must have felt when I lost your ball and your watch and spoiled your stockings and gave your pudding to the cat and— All right, we'll stop the magic now, said Snip with another giggle. We did think of sending your trunk off too, but we thought we'd better not, or you might live with us the rest of your life if you'd no trunk to pack to go away. I'm going away, said Meddle. I'm leaving you tomorrow. You're too magic for me. I'd be afraid of ever borrowing anything again. And do you know what I'm going to do before I go? No? What? Asked Snip and Snap. I'm going to get some money out of my bank, said Meddle, and I'm going to buy a new watch and a new ball and new stockings for you, and all the things I've ever borrowed and lost I'll buy and give you. This has been a lesson to me. My goodness, how magic you are. Snip and Snap were surprised to hear all this. They looked at one another, feeling rather awkward. Well, if you really are sorry and will really buy us all the things you borrowed and spoiled and lost, maybe we'll use our magic to get back the things of yours that have rushed by this evening and disappeared, said Snip. Meddle beamed. Will you really? That's grand of you. I'm afraid of going to the land of rubbish to fetch them. Yes, they might keep you there, said Snap, and giggled. All right, Meddle, it's a bargain. You buy us new things in place of the ones you've lost or spoilt, and we'll get all your things back for you. Well, of course, it was easy to get them back, as you can imagine. They just went round to Tippy's the next day and found Tippy, Jinky, Impy, and Hey-Ho there with all the things quite safe. And what a laugh they had together when they remembered how everything had rushed by the night before. Meddle went out that morning, got some money, and bought a whole new lot of new things. He gave them to Snip and Snap and his Aunt Amanda. He packed his trunk. He sent a note to the station to ask a porter to fetch it. He really seemed quite a different person. He was very glad to have his stockings, boots, ball, and bat back. He looked at Snip and Snap in awe and admiration. I never knew you were so magic, he said. You frighten me. My word, I'm going to be careful in future. He said good-bye, and off he went, swinging his stick in the air. I say, said Snip suddenly, Meddle lost his stick last week. Whose stick was that? It wasn't our very best one, was it? They rushed to the hall stand to see if their stick was there. It was gone. Their mother called out to them, Meddle has borrowed it. He says he'll send it back next week. But will he? Snip and Snap can't make up their minds if he will or not, and neither can I. What a joke they played on Meddle, didn't they? I wish I'd been there to see it.